Hey guys, thanks for joining us. As I know you guys are busy at your own shops and with your day, so I appreciate you hopping on just to learn a little bit about BESA with GSG. My name is Jenny Gray. I'm with GSG out of our Baton Rouge location. I cover Louisiana, Mississippi, some of Alabama, and Florida. And we are here with Kevin Eddington, who is GSG's paint specialist. I believe he's in Tennessee today.
That is correct.
He's all over the place, but Kevin is our paint specialist, and he is going to fill us in on the BESA paint line. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Kevin.
Sounds good. The first thing is I'll give you a little bio. Some of you guys have known me over the years and know my background and been in the sign industry for a long time. I am the paint specialist at Graphic Solutions Group at GSG. I cover all the branches. I go to shops and install paint systems like you see here. For the BESA paint system, I will do training with painters and technical assistance, anything like that that I can help out. All of our outside salespeople, our inside salespeople at GSG, and our customers like yourself. I'm at a shop. I'm in Cleveland, Tennessee at Boston Uncommon. It's one of our new members with Mid-South. So when you see Eric at the next Mid-South meeting, introduce yourself to Eric and teach him and show him how Mid-South is a family. I say that because many years ago, I think around 2004, 2006, I'm going to get my dates wrong. You'll laugh, but we had Karen. We somehow talked Karen War, who was the executive director, to do kind of like a meeting / vacation for anybody that wanted to go. And we all went to the Riviera Maya in Mexico, and it was myself, Mark Pridmore, David Watson, and several others. But we had a blast, and that's where you get the family. When you can go on vacation with these guys, it's a family, and it's sign companies supporting sign companies. So love my Mid-South and everything that we do there. A little bit on my background. Some of you guys may know my history. I started in the automotive paint world in the 90s, and our largest customer was Plastiline and Image Point. So that's kind of how I dove into the sign industry, even though I was mainly on the automotive paint side. And then in 2000, went to work for Spraylat for the Southeast rep for roughly 7-8 years. Took a break out of paint and did some LEDs and different things like that, and then jumped back into paint and was an AXO sign paint rep for roughly 5 years before coming to GSG 6 years ago. Been at GSG for 6 years now. Love working here. So that kind of is some of my background on the paint side of things. We're going to show a quick little little video for you of the website for besapaint.net. There are, if you're just Googling BESA paint, you'll find their Spain website, and you'll find the American website, which is besapaint.net. Little video that'll play here in the background that you guys can see the facility over in Spain. And you can, a beautiful place in the mountains there of Spain. And take a look at the website. You can see the products. There's tech data sheets there. There's certain little videos and things there. You can also go to gogsg.com, even on YouTube or on our website. We have several videos about BESA and other products as well. The BESA paint is a still family-run paint system out of Spain. The North American supported distribution is CarWorks out of Canada. And we have myself, we have Calvin Rollison, who is the national sales manager for BESA paint systems. All of us, and even your GSG reps, can help you out with BESA paint if you want to have some more information. I want to quickly just kind of go through and tell you a little bit about it. It is a toner toner binder system. So out of one mixing station, you can choose your color, Pantone 485, or we could match a trim cap color, a vinyl color, whatever you're looking for. And then the second choice you're going to have is, do I want that satin paint that I'm used to currently painting, or that's big for our industry, of course, is satin. Or if you wanted a high gloss single stage, maybe you want a texture finish, maybe you want a base coat, clear coat. So with this system, you can choose the binder, and that gives you the finish, the final product that you're going to have. So it's a very versatile system out of one mixing station that makes it very nice for you as a customer and your sign customers to offer everything you could possibly want to offer them out of one mixing station, which is nice. They do have a color software that's very user friendly, easy to work with. We download that software for you on your computer, and then it works through the cloud to get all of your formulas and everything that you need. They do have a couple of their own color decks that are 100% formulas for you. One that's called a color truck, which is a big plastic box with several color decks in it, with thousands of colors for you to look at and match as you would need. If you ever need a color matched that they don't have the color deck for, we do have a spectrophotometer, a couple of them at GSG. We can scan with the color camera and give you a formula immediately, or we can send it off to one of the BESA labs in Canada, Italy, or Spain and get your color matched for you immediately so that you can get going for your specific color for a certain program. Is there anything else, Jenny, that you can think about BESA that I need to let these guys know as far as that goes in general? Anything that I should show them or tell them that I am maybe missing is just the overview portion.
I think that's a good start for the overview. You talked about the software and the color match database. I think we can start to talk about the direct to metal and how we can save labor and time by avoiding a primer.
Perfect. That's a great intro into, we're going to show you about a 5-minute video that is a YouTube video that we have. I might interrupt and throw in a couple of words as the video's playing so that I can just explain some things. And then at the end of it, I will do a quick overview for you guys as far as that goes.
Let's hope this one works. There was a little glitch on the BESA website. I don't know if it was my internet, which I'm scared for. But here we go.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Smith, Director of National Sales for GSG. What I'd like to talk to you about today is the BESA paint line direct to metal system. The nice thing about the BESA paint line is when you use the all-purpose metal cleaner on aluminum, you don't need a primer, and you also do not need to sand it. It will go direct to metal. So what we're going to be showing you is a time lapse of doing a 4x4 piece of aluminum, the traditional way of prepping it, sanding it, and putting primer and painting it, versus how we do it with the BESA paint line, and show you your time savings. So for this demonstration, the primer was being used, the sanding was with 220 grit. So here we go.
So guys, you will notice the time lapse here that shows to the left side is they're going direct to metal, and the right side, they are doing the traditional of where you're priming the aluminum and then painting over top of the primer. BESA does have the option, guys, to where you can go, you don't have to always go direct to metal. That is just an extra feature that this product line does offer, is for the satin or the gloss single stage version of this product. It can go direct to aluminum. It can go direct to steel. It can go direct to acrylic. It's just one of those paints that is engineered to go direct to several different substrates. What we wanted to show you guys is the direct to metal feature in case you saw fit to use that you're definitely going to save a lot of time. You're going to save the additional cost of primer and things like that. So I'll let the video continue on and you guys can see that. The one thing you guys will notice in the left video is the wiping down the surface with the all metal cleaner. That's the only thing that BESA does ask that you do is whenever you are going direct to the aluminum, that you clean it with their all metal cleaner. It is just a cleaner that is going to pre-treat the aluminum and prepare it for the BESA satin or the gloss paint to go directly to the aluminum. And it's just a standard kind of cleaner. There's no extra cost to it or anything like that. It's going to be similar to any of the wax and grease removers that you're already used to in your shop. And the one thing I can always stress is no matter what paint line you're using, use a good wax and grease remover, cleaner for whatever substrates you are doing. The cleaner your substrates are, the better adhesion that you're going to have. And nothing, yeah, go ahead, Jenny.
On the left side, he was 14 minutes in and he's already got has his first coat on and it's drying. And on the right side, he's 30 minutes in and a good bit behind BESA.
And we wanted to do the time lapse for you guys to show you side by side, you know, it's sped up and everything like that to just see how much time you could save. And as we all know, time is money in a shop. It's probably one of the most expensive things in the shop sometimes. So if you can cut out some of the time, it speeds things up.
Not to mention the cost of the primer. If you decide to go without primer, you don't have that added cost. But the labor is certainly the larger factor.
So right here, you're going to see Matt Smith is actually doing what's a crosshatch test to kind of show you that 24 hours later that you have full adhesion direct to metal with that satin black that you can see him doing the crosshatch test in. A simple crosshatch test looks like a tic-tac-toe board with a bunch of X-Acto blade lines in it, and then some tape that you're going to put on there to make sure that you have full adhesion. You can do this with any paint that you're working with. We're just showing it to you because direct to metal is maybe a little out of the norm for some people.
As you can see, you will be able to produce your signage a lot quicker in a shorter amount of time using the BESA paint system. As always, contact us at GSG, go to our website, gogsg.com, or visit us on all the social medias. Thank you. Have a great day.
So that's it, guys. As far as going direct to metal, it is something with the BESA paint system that you can go over primer or over metal. You don't have to go directly to metal. But if you're looking to save some time and some money with labor, with cost of primer, your raceways, we've got some companies that have switched over completely for their raceways and channel letters. They're going direct to metal on those. So it's an option you can use. You basically use their all metal cleaner, and then you mix the satin, I'll just say satin in this particular situation. You mix it 3-1-1 with the hardener and reducer, spray it as normal, and you're good to go. That's the savings that you can see. So
Great
any questions?
Kevin, tell us about some of the other substrates that you can do direct to, not just metal.
Yeah, so earlier I kind of briefly touched on that for you guys, but that's a great point, Jenny. The thing is with the binder that is the satin single stage 6714 or the 6713 high gloss binder single stage, those particular products can go directly to, as long as you've cleaned them with how GSG, I mean, as far as how BESA says to clean them, you can go directly to aluminum, you can go directly to steel, you can go directly to acrylic without having to put an adhesion promoter on. We do have an adhesion promoter, but it's more for when you're doing other out of the ordinary plastics like ABS or something like that that you might run into. But you can go direct to acrylic, direct to your trim cap, direct to your vinyl. You can, in a lot of cases on like the aluminum, for example, you could either sand it or not sand it. They still require the cleaning. Where you're definitely going to do sanding or mechanical adhesion is what that is definitely when you get scratches in your aluminum. You're going to want to sand that out so that you don't see that deep scratch where the guy dragged it across the floor or the table or something else. So something to keep in mind. And then primers. I know I wanted to touch base. They do have a full line of primers. They've got a clear adhesion promoter I'd mentioned, like that you would use for certain plastics. They have a urethane paint that's out of the kind of automotive industry. That's a great urethane paint that uses the same hardeners and same reducers as the paint system itself. So you're just adding one more item and you've got a high build urethane primer that is a great product. They've got fast dry epoxy primers as well. Usually epoxy primers are known for being slow. In this case, they do have a fast dry epoxy primer that you can spray paint on in usually 30 minutes or less. They do have one other neat epoxy primer that a lot of people you don't see in the industry that comes into play in certain situations is they have an epoxy primer that is on your machine like a binder. So if I wanted to make my epoxy primer 485 red, I could pull up a formula, mix it with the epoxy primer binder, and I've now got a primer that's 485 red. So your colors cover quicker. If it gets scratched and it doesn't go to metal, you're going to see the primer. Neat little product that you can use for certain situations. So, but that's how you can take the pain out of painting, is you can save some time, some labor. It speeds up that painting process because we all know by the time it gets to the paint shop, it's probably late by the time it got there, just because of the way the world works and different things. So you definitely want to get, you want to get, if you can save time and save that labor, it definitely is going to help out and speed things up for you as far as that goes. Any questions, anything that anybody has or can think of that we can maybe help out on that side of it?
I don't see any questions in the chat at this time. I think the last thing that we'll have to mention, Kevin, if you want to show the BESA GSG brochure, we can get you guys, or we can email or we can mail to you.
So guys, if you can go on the GSG website and you can find the paint catalog in a digital version that you can download, and you can look through the paint catalog. Or if you want a hard copy, if you're old school like me and you like to go and look and read the little magazine or whatever, we've got our BESA paint catalog, or what I'm going to call the GSG paint catalog. It goes through the BESA products, but one of the cool things that we have at GSG now is we've got your automotive kind of paint tapes, we've got your sandpapers, your your paint suits, gun cleaning kits. We've even got a couple of spray guns for you, your PPS cup systems. We've got several different versions of that. So definitely pick up your BESA paint catalog. Call us if you want a copy. We'll send it to you. If you have any questions about BESA paint, you want a demo, you want to try some of the things out, feel free to contact myself, contact Jenny, Shane, Calvin Rollison. His phone number is up there as well. Any of us will be glad to speak with you, talk to you about it some more, go into some more detail. Anything we can do to help at GSG, we will gladly help you out, get you samples of it, and go from there. I want to thank you guys for allowing us to show you the little time-lapse video to show you the direct to metal versus going over the traditional way of primer, and just giving you an overview of the BESA paint system so that you guys know more about it. Feel free to contact us at any time. Thank you to Mid-South Sign Association for letting us host this. And I think that's it. Anything else, Jenny?
Nope, we'll get it wrapped up. Guys, thank you for attending. And that was just like Kevin said, a brief overview on BESA and the